The Toronto Maple Leafs acquire Tyson Barrie, Alex Kerfoot, and a sixth-round pick from the Colorado Avalanche in exchange for Nazem Kadri, Calle Rosen, and a third. Both picks in 2020. Barrie at 50% retained salary. Oh my God, Leafs fans. Oh my God. Leafs finally have their right-hand defenseman, their top two big pairing right-hand guy we've been looking for since we finally became good again. This is hands down the biggest move Toronto Maple Leafs have made since the John Tavares trade or signing last summer. So big Canada Day for Toronto again. Tyson Barrie had 14 goals and 59 points in 78 games last year and can play in every position you need him to. Power play, penalty kill, 5-on-5. He's a monster. It's amazing. The Leafs will have to figure out the long-term approach to this D with both Jake Muzzin and Tyson Barrie coming up for contract next year, as well as RFA Travis Dermott. They're going to have some long-term things to look into, but oh my goodness, for now, this is awesome. This begs the question, and I'll talk about this later in the video. Is the Leafs D finally fixed? Is this enough to say, between CC and Barrie, to say, okay, we've revamped the D, or is Kyle Dubas going to go out there and do something else? And even if this stays the same as it is today, the D looks so much better than it did at the end of this season to now, I think. With the contract that Nikita Zaitsev gone, Jake Gardiner gone, even though Jake Gardiner was good and bad in ways, his basically Tyson Barrie replacing him, but on the right side. A full season of Jake Muzzin, hopefully a healthy Dermott when he comes back, possibly a call-up from Liljegren, maybe Sandin outside shot, Ben Harper, big guy back there. I think this is a solid core to go with into the next season. Now, the big player going the other way. Naz, I wish it didn't come to this. The longest tenured Leaf, 10 seasons, I believe. I really didn't want Naz to go, but to be honest, I saw him leaving before the end of this contract when John Tavares signed last summer. I knew his days were numbered. I just wasn't sure when. At the time, there was 4 years left on at $4.5 million, and that was the only thing stopping us from trading him. Was his contract is amazing. The AAV is so good for a number 2, number 3 guy. And he was a number 3 in Toronto with a depth of center, but he goes into Colorado and immediately becomes their second line center behind Nathan MacKinnon. I think I'm going to make a prediction. Nazem Kadri will score 30 goals for that team next year. He scored 32 the last couple years, so that's not going off too crazy of a limb. But he's going to be a hungry guy. He's the kind of guy that will be pissed a little by this. Will be sad to go and to be happy to join a new team, but to play with that little bit of a chip on his shoulder that Nazem Kadri likes to play with. And I especially knew he was gone before I didn't know it was going to happen so fast, but I knew he was going to be on soon when we signed both Jason Spezza and Nick Shore. And we still have Freddie Gauthier. People forget about that. He's not the greatest player, but he's a fourth line guy on a lot of teams. And we all of a sudden we have all this center depth. And I'm like, well, this is a little weird. And we have all this big hole still on D. I wish I made a video of it. I can't say that I called it now because there's no proof, but next time I'm making a theory video about when I have a feeling about a trade because I called this that morning out loud to myself. And Barrie did cross my mind. He didn't exactly, I didn't call it this whole trade exactly, but he did cross my mind because with Calle Makar and Bowen Byram and Gerard and all these big defensemen, the Colorado's young defensemen, I should say, and skilled guys that they have, Tyson Barrie just became an expendable guy, and they weren't going to re-sign him past next season. So to get Nazem Kadri, if you're a Colorado Avalanche fan, for the next 3 seasons at a great cap hit for a team that needs secondary scoring, because your first line is amazing. Don't touch that. That is way too good on any team. To have a guy like Nazem Kadri come in and hopefully be able to play really well as your second guy possibly on your first power play too. That's huge for the Avalanche. Now, other players in this trade, Alexander Kerfoot. Don't sleep on this guy, Leafs fans. Not only did we get our right-hand defenseman and our guy that we need, we basically got a direct Nazem Kadri replacement. At 24 years old, he had 14 goals and 42 points last year and 19 goals and 43 points the year before. That's some good secondary help, some third line scoring that this team will need. Every team needs. It doesn't matter if you have Matthews, Marner, hopefully, and Tavares and Nylander on your top six. You need guys like Alex Kerfoot to put in a few as well. I've been told he also played a lot of wing in Colorado. Didn't just play center. He did play a lot of left wing, and it's kind of curious. I wonder if the Leafs and Mike Babcock specifically will play him on the first line with John Tavares and Rich Marner until Zach Hyman recovers completely from his knee injury. He has a lot of skill. He's a great defensive guy too, so he kind of fits. He's not as tenacious and in your face as Zach Hyman is in the corners with you, but he's a guy that could fit that mold on that line on a Mike Babcock style team where you need the workhorse on every line. Another thing on Kerfoot, he has some actually pretty good underlying numbers. I found this article on Sportsnet.ca. It compares some on-ice differentials relative to their teammates at 5-on-5. And Alex Kerfoot's passes to the slot and other numbers, they're kind of wild compared to other players like Kadri and Gardner in this case for the Leafs. And also Tyson Barrie's high danger scoring chances, which might be a kind of a cool metric to try to measure, is way higher than everyone else on this list. So this kind of gives you an idea of what we're looking at getting potentially from the Colorado Avalanche. Just some quick thoughts on the rest of these guys. Calle Rosen, I'm not too sad to give up Calle Rosen. He probably wasn't going to get a lot of ice time under Mike Babcock. He had a really good year with the Marlies last year and deserved the call up at the end of the season. Probably would have played more had he not got a little bit hurt there at the end, but probably wasn't going to find any much valuable ice time under Mike Babcock's system. He just doesn't feel like that kind of a player. The picks are kind of moot. We give up a third. We just got a third in the CC trade, so we still have a third round pick. We just don't have our own. We have Columbus's, so it's probably going to be a higher pick. And the 6th round pick that we got, I mean, meh. And finally, I wanted to show you Nazem Kadri's Instagram post from this afternoon. 10 years, what can I say? Words cannot describe what this city means to me. You welcomed me in as a boy and watched me grow and evolve in front of your eyes. Thank you for opening your arms up and making me feel right at home. You asked for my heart and I gave you my soul. Forever a special place in my heart. That being said, I believe my best years are in front of me and I cannot wait to join my new team. The new chapter starts now. Thank you, Toronto, for everything you have done for me. I will never forget it. And finally, just to end this video, thank you, Nazem Kadri, from me and every Leaf fan for everything you've done for this team and this city and this country. You represented the Toronto Maple Leafs with amazing character and courage and competitiveness and everything that a Leaf should be. And we all wish you the very best in Colorado. Good luck to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like on this video and comment down below what you thought about this trade and what I thought about this trade, and tell me how wrong I am. Subscribe to the channel. We won't only be doing these kind of discussion videos. I want to do, right now it's just a big thing because of free agency and all the stuff that's happening and the rumors surrounding that. I want to play NHL 20 a lot when it comes out. I want to do all sorts of hockey videos, maybe some trivia videos, some pack openings. Everything hockey will be here on this channel. So join us. It'll be a good time. Peace.